Supremacy. One of Battlefront's staple game modes. People always say that Supremacy games are way too long, and I wanted to see how long it would actually take me to win one game of Supremacy. So, let's find out. Supremacy is Battlefront's big, really huge battle game mode, and I really like the Republic era because you get to go from ground battles to in the spaceship battles. But this can go back and forth for a really long time, so that is bad. For the first stage, I started out as a heavy. That's my favorite of the basic classes. The heavy's abilities, I just really enjoy. Like, the shield is really convenient when you're getting shot at constantly, and the minigun is great for if you see a hero or a tank or something, you can try to take it down, or shooting at the objective. I also really like the heavy's main gun, and I have it super high level, so I do have a scope attachment. The scope attachment makes it easier for my crosshair so it can be more accurate with my shots. This doesn't really matter that much though, because my aim is terrible anyways, but it is nice to have. Another character that I really like to play is Ariel, and I switch between heavy and Ariel between this match. Ariel is great because he has a rocket launcher as the middle ability. The rocket does a lot of damage to hero characters, and it can one-shot other troop characters. But obviously the jetpack is the main feature of the Ariel. The Ariel's jetpack is great because you can just fly away for taking too much damage. Also, you can move quickly from objective to other objectives because of how quick it is. The Ariel is just great for people who love mobile characters. One downside of the Ariel is that the pistol isn't a hold down weapon, so you can't just hold down to automatically fire it. You have to just constantly click it, which is kind of annoying, but I've gotten used to it. I switch between heavy and Ariel because Ariel costs 1,000 points, and sometimes I don't have the battle points to play Ariel whenever I die. But in other game modes like Galactic Assault, I'm pretty sure Ariel is only 100 battle points. I understand why it's not in Supremacy because it's a longer game mode, so you'll accumulate more battle points over the time of the game. But it is kind of nice in Galactic Assault where you don't need that many points. Although, one downside to the less points is that more people will play the aerials in other classes, so it'll always be taken up, because there's only a limited number of slots for people to play a certain character. This game though, I didn't have any problems with that, so I was able to play aerial as long as I had the battle points. This first ground assault did not go very well for my team. Even though I felt like I was doing pretty well, our team was just not catching up with the Separatists. Although you may feel like you're getting a decent amount of kills in Supremacy, a lot of those kills can be botted, and that was what was happening to me a lot. I was killing real people, but most of the time I could only just find bots. Now, bots are something I think is really annoying in games like Fortnite, because I just want to play against real people, and that makes it harder to get a win, which makes it more fun, I think. If the game is too easy, then there's no point in getting better, so I don't really think it's great in a game like Fortnite. But in Supremacy, I think it's fine, because it helps fill up the game. And Supremacy is not supposed to be like just players versus players. It's supposed to be this big space battle. So I think if the bots take up a lot of space in the lobby, that's alright, because it just gives you a bit more immersion. And there's still like 20 people on your team. Eventually, the other team accumulated enough points, so we had to go into the space battle, but not before the enemy were boarding. After the enemy was done boarding, we went into defense. Now we were defending our ship against the enemy. Like I said earlier, the going from ground to space in Supremacy is one of the really cool parts about this game mode. Now, I did notice something pretty weird. When you stand in this one corner of the map on the right hand side, your character just becomes chrome for some reason. Like, everything's just really shiny chrome, and I wasn't really sure why. It was very interesting. After discovering this chrome glitch, I just got killed by Darth Maul. For the only time in the match, I switched to Enforcer. I don't usually play Enforcer though. Now Darth Maul was coming at me and it was time to get my revenge. I used one of my abilities to knock down Darth Maul, and I got the assist from it, so that was pretty awesome. Eventually, I did switch back to heavy after I died as Enforcer. Somebody on the enemy team picked Darth Maul again, and he force pushed me like all the way across the map, so that was unfortunate. I did get the kill assist for Darth Maul. So far, our team hadn't given up any of the objectives, so we were doing pretty good. Switching back to aerial had a few close calls, and if I had been any other class and I couldn't escape, I definitely would have died. Again, that's why aerial is one of my favorite classes. I flew into the side room and I saw General Grievous was there, and we also had an Obi-Wan on our team. Me and the Obi-Wan killed General Grievous, and I got the kill assist. I feel like I just keep getting the assist for every single hero. With just a few seconds left, I just hung back on the objective. And we won. That's something I've never done before in Battlefront, is hold the opponents at the first objective on the ship in Supremacy. So it was really great. Now back to the ground battle. The second ground battle, I decided to be an aerial so I could jump between objectives and keep claiming different ones.
Command post Auric. Our forces have started to capture command post Crash. Count Dooku has entered the battle.
While trying to capture Command Post E, me and another teammate saw Count Dooku.
We're taking control of command post Auric.
Count Dooku uses lightning and I got pretty low, so I was like, maybe I'll just run away. He won't follow me, he'll just go for the command post.
Our forces have captured command post Crash.
I was wrong. Count Dooku proceeded to pursue me all the way across the map until finally I made a mistake and he got me. That's just like annoying. Why do you follow me? Anyways.
We've been joined by Master Yoda.
That's okay though, because right after this, I hit a sick clip with my rocket launcher.
Now under our control. Gain command post Esk.
I continued to capture Command Post E. There was a lot of enemies on it, so I had to kill them all.
Kenobi is hit.
I eventually was forced off the command post and down the hill. But then General Grievous came at me. I killed General Grievous. Now with my newfound confidence, I was on a killing spree.
Hit the objective.
I was pretty dedicated to get command post E, but there was just so many people on it and I just had to keep killing them.
Brothers.
I did die a couple times in the process of claiming this command post, but I kept coming back. This command post is mine.
Archclanker Grievous has joined the battle.
General Grievous came back, and we killed him again, right before I died. This time we were really close to getting the objective, but in the end we did fail. But that's alright.
We can't let a bunch of clankers destroy our ship, can we?
Our second defense was pretty uneventful. We lost the first objective, and on the second objective, they made no progress, and we held them.
Just a matter of time before they're back to take another shot, which means we stick to the original plan. Overwhelm them with clones on the
Now,
surface,
for the final
so we can
ground
board
battle,
that dreadnought
Ground
and
Battle
show
3.
them how it's done.
This time, I decided to start off choosing a command post and just holding that so I can get a lot of points off it. I chose to try to capture command post D for this round.
Securing command post Auric.
I did die on command post D, but then I came back to see that boss was on there.
Hit the objective! Stay with the objective!
After defeating Bosk, the command post was mine again. Eventually, a tank came to command post D. I tried to shoot it, but it just destroyed me. For the rest of the ground battle, I played aerial because we were just destroying the other team, so I didn't really need to hold that post anymore.
Seppi's just called in a bounty hunter.
Now, finally on to the final battle inside the Separatist ship. I'll just let it play because it's pretty epic.
Everything you've got. Kenobi's here to support us. Attack the objective! This is it, brother. The final objective. Destroy it and bring the ship down. guess the Clankers will have to send us a bigger one next time.
Thank you for watching my Supremacy game. My Supremacy game took 1 hour, so I guess that's how long it takes for me to get a win in Supremacy. It was pretty fun, even though it was really long. Maybe consider subscribing. You know, maybe. Just maybe. Maybe.